All black businesses. It's a free event with no violence. That's what this flyer reads that's making the rounds on social media promoting the Black State Fair. And as you can imagine, it's stirring up a lot of mixed reaction considering the Minnesota State Fair is canceled. There's even a website selling merchandise to promote the event. Black small business owners like Clifford Dodd say it's an opportunity that's long overdue.
It's a spirit that you just think that status quo really wouldn't want it to go on. There's too much positivity that can come out of it, too much mind awakening.
A local company known as Baked Brand is organizing the event, and the flyer has an address linked to Cup Foods at 3759 Chicago Avenue, which is temporarily closed as it's the epicenter of the George Floyd Memorial. In a statement posted online by organizers with the Black State Fair, they say in part the event is a movement to bring economic opportunity, safe space, and healing to a community deeply impacted by injustice and want people of all races to attend. But many people online aren't buying into the hype. Randy writes, despite shutting down the state fair due to COVID-19, Minnesota officials are allowing black business events to be promoted. Jim writes, Minnesota State Fair canceled, Black State Fair a go? Someone from Minnesota please explain. And Deb writing, how is this okay? How is this not racist? For Dodd, it's not about race.
There's a whole lot of us out here trying to do something small and make it turn into something big. It gives us an opportunity to show cohesiveness, not only with ourselves, but with our dollar.
In Minneapolis, Devon Roming, KARE 11 News.
We did reach out to the city of Minneapolis for comment, and they tell us the city has received no permit for the event. And within the past 90 minutes, we heard from organizers of the event who said she's decided to put it on hold until further notice. The owner